Good day, everybody. Welcome to game number 6 of the World Baseball Association 24 playoffs in the Casey Stengel Championship Series. Game number 6 between the Georgia Braves and the New York Yankees. Game 6 and 7 will be played in New York, in the Bronx, at Yankee Stadium. Over 50,000 fans on hand to watch the game. Their beloved Yankees looking to end this series and will their team to the World Baseball Association Finals. Partly cloudy, 54 degrees, the wind blowing in at right at 11 miles an hour. Kenny Rogers on hand here to go start tonight. He's 1-2 in the playoffs to face off against New York, who is 6-0 at home, and I'm going to play Sandy Koufax, who's 3-0 in 3 starts. He has been dominant. Georgia's going to get a chance to hit first with Jackie Robinson, Ty Cobb, and Frank Thomas. Let's see if they can get something on the board here. Atlanta, the games that they've been able to win so far, they've been able to hit the ball with authority and out of the park. Let's see if they could keep that trend going. Hard to do with the wind blowing in, but if they're able to hit it hard enough, they might actually get some things done. But we'll see what happens here. We'll start this game rolling. Partly skies, pitcher-friendly conditions though, and Georgia looking to keep their season alive. New York just trying to end it right here, and they got the round man to do it. Koufax, first ball hitting is a drive to right field, but right at Keeler for the first out of the inning. Cobb has really seen his play drop a little bit, and he struck out a few more times. There's a 2-1. He needs to sort of get his bat going again. Ground ball to short. Nice play by A-Rod. Throw to first. There's out number 2. 2 down. In comes Frank Thomas, who's just bat 1 for 13 in this series and has really gone through a tough time as a 1-2. Swung on and missed and just blew him by with a fastball for out number 3. New York to come up the bat here. Got Keeler, Martinez, and Rodriguez. The 1-0 by Kenny Rogers. Fly ball, not hit pretty deep or pretty hard. And Alou runs in and makes the catch for out number 1. 1-2 with a 5.40 ERA. And Kenny Rogers looking to send us to the 7th game. Edgar Martinez, a drive to center, playable for Grissom for out number 2. Rodriguez is 13 of 48 with 3 homers and 14 RBIs. There's a 2-2. Drives it high. It is deep. It is going. No doubt about it. It is gone. Alex Rodriguez goes yard with his 4th home run of the playoffs. And in the bottom of the first, excuse me, a solo homer for the 1-0 lead. Lou Gehrig, 3 homers, 11 RBIs, 404 batting average, the 1-2. Got him. Nice pitch there. Fastball, curveball inside corner, but they pick up a run. And Georgia behind the 8 ball already. Got Gibson, Grissom, and Alou. Josh Gibson batting from the right side here. Swung on and missed, struck him out, 99 miles an hour fastball. Grissom the 0-2. Struck him out. Nice fastball, nice curveball this time. Here's Moise Alou's gotten his bat a bit alive. Here's a weak ground ball, but right A-Rod to end the inning. Nothing doing here. And to the bottom of the second, Yastrzemski, 24 of 50, 6 homers and 17 RBIs, the 1-1. Drives it to center. That'll be over the head of the center fielder Grissom. Yaz is on his way to second. He makes it with a double as he continues to hit the ball with extreme authority. The 0-1 here to Torrey. Drives it up the middle, and there's a base hit. First and third, nobody out. That's the one thing they want to avoid here is to get to the bullpen early. They can't afford to do that. I know they got an extra day's rest, but they need Roger to pitch deep as a ground ball. Double play. Double play. A run scores. They do take a 2-0 lead here. So Collins, 6-4-3 double play. And Yaz makes it 2-0. No RBI given up on that play. Here's Van Slyke, who had a home run last game. Swung on a miss and got him. Down 2-0. Drew, Phillips, and Rogers. Weak pop up to short. A-Rod under this, so it'll be out number 1. Drew had a home run last game. Here comes Tony Phillips, who's had a very tame bat in this series. Line drive, and this time down into the corner for extra bases. Phillips will make his way to second base with a double, and they needed that. Here comes Rogers, the 2-2. Struck him out in a curveball. That's 2 down. Here's Jackie Robinson 0-for-1. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out on a curveball. That's his 5th strikeout. Nothing doing for Georgia. In comes Koufax, Keeler, and Martinez. The pitch to Koufax. Drives it, and a base hit. The 1-1 to Keeler. Drives it the other way. Caught. What a beautiful catch by Cobb to get the first out. 0-for-1 today's Martinez. A ground ball up the middle. And that'll be a base hit. First and second with 1 out. For Alex Rodriguez, who hit a solo home run to give New York the lead. Here's the 1-1. Drives it. And a base hit for Alou. The bases are loaded. Strong throw at near home plate, but the bases are loaded with 1 down. Garrick with the bases loaded. First ball hitting. Can he get something done? There's a drive and a base hit for Garrick. It'll be an RBI single. And a 3-0 lead here. Bases loaded, 1 down. In comes Yaz, who's doubled his last time up. Here's the 1-1. Weak pop-up in third base side. That'll be out number 2. That's a big out. Here's Joe Torre, who was singled. Here's the 0-1. Drives it high. It is deep at the track. It'll be extra bases. 1-run score, 2-run score, 3-run score, and Torre winds up at third, clearing the bases with a 3-run triple. Six nothing for New York, and they're going to take him out of the ball game. And there goes Rogers after 2 2/3 innings. Wow, boy, he got absolutely destroyed today. 6-0. Collins, then Van Slyke, then Koufax. The pitch to Collins. Ground ball right to the pitcher will be an infield single for Collins. 7-0. As we go into the third inning, here's Van Slyke. They're gonna pitch to him here. Struck him out, ends the inning, but not before they score 5 runs. And New York fans are in delirium. Just an absolutely terrible performance there. Take a look at Kenny Rogers. 2 2/3, 8 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Well, it'll fall upon the Georgia hitters to do something. Here's a pitch to Cobb. Weak ground ball. He's no way he's going to get him. That'll be an infield hit. Georgia's second hit of the game. Here's Frank Thomas. And they're looking to make some things happen here. And a walk to move the runners over first and second now. And Gibson looking with runners in score position here. Let to get something happen. There's a 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nice curveball. And he's gone. Here's Grissom, the 1-0. Drives it to right field and a base hit for Grissom. Bases are now loaded for Moise Alou. And Alou here trying to get something positive here. And Alou, strike 2. The count's full now. Here's a 3-2. Ground ball to short. Second for 1 on a first double play. Inning over. And they don't score a run. Unbelievable. Caps pitching his second inning into a second inning with Koufax, Keeler, and Martinez. The 0-2 to Koufax. Down he goes, caught looking. The 2-2 to Keeler. Struck him out. The pitch to Edgar Martinez. Ground ball to short. And a 1-2-3 inning. Drew will fire it over. Ends the inning to the top of the fifth. 7-0 New York. Stephen Drew, the 1-1. Lines it to right field. There's a base hit. And they got a runner on. Down a line, that's going to be extra bases. A run will score. And Tony Phillips, boy, they went aggressive here with a hit and run, and he winds up with an RBI double to make it 7-1. Matt Capps will come out of the ball game. This will allow Rick Camp to come in out of the bullpen. I'll be very careful with who they pick here. In comes Willie Green. Not necessarily the best guy to have there. It's just 1 for 10 to postseason. There's a 2-2. Swung on and missed on a changeup for strike 3. The pitch to Robinson. High fly ball in the right center. This is playable for Keeler. That'll end the inning. They pick up a run, but they're down 6. In comes Rick. There's still 2 outs here. There's Cobb. Drives it to second. Now the inning's over. Georgia picks up a run. They're down 6 as we go to bottom of the 5th. Rick Camp has not had a very good postseason, and he's hoping to pitch at least a good couple innings, maybe even 3. A-Rod, Gehrig, and Yastrzemski is the 0-1 to A-Rod. High fly ball in the right field out in the corner, and nice play by Alou to pick up the out. Gehrig went for 2 at an RBI. Here's the 3-2. Drives it to left center, hustling over his Cobb, and there's out number 2. So the bullpen once again being asked to do miracles here. Kind of hard to do that when your team doesn't score any runs. They're down 6. 0-2 pitch to Yastrzemski's had a double and 2 at bats. It struck him out. That'll end the inning, and 2 innings in a row now where New York has not scored. Georgia's guys, their work cut up for them here. Frank Thompson for 1 with a walk. The 3-2. Round ball to short. Nice play by A-Rod. Throws it first and got him. Josh Gibson over 2. Here's the 1-2. Round ball to third. Nice play there by Edgar Martinez for the second out. Marquise Grissom's 1 for 2. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball for strike 3. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Rick Camp to face Torrey, Collins, and Van Slyke. And the bottom of the order has really hurt them, Torrey especially. And he does it again on line drive base hit up the middle. Here's Eddie Collins, who infield single gave up the 7th run. There's the 0-1. Drives it the other way. Base hit. First and second. Nobody out for Van Slyke. The 3-2. Drives it to center. Caught by Grissom. There will be no play, no running play to third. First and second, 1 out. The 1-1 to Koufax. A bunt to move the runners over. They'll get the out, and runners are at second and third with 2 down. Pitch to Keeler. Ground ball to third. Nice play there. And nice throw by Phillips to end the inning. Second and third. And they don't score them. Top of the 7th. Alou, Drew, and Phillips. The 2-2 to Alou. Drives it to center. Playable for Van Slyke, out number 1. Stephen Drew, 1 of 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. What a fastball. 96 miles an hour. And Tony Phillips, 2 for 2 with a double. And an RBI was a 2-2. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. 10 strikeouts for Koufax. And bottom of the 7th. And New York in complete control. Here's a pitch to Edgar Martinez. Ground ball to short. Nice play by Drew. Throw to first. Picks up the out. Alex Rodriguez, 0-1. He blasts it. No doubt about it. Home run. And A-Rod with his second home run of the game to make it 8-1. The pitch to Gehrig. Drives it for extra bases. On his way to second is Gehrig, and he makes it in there with a double. The 0-1 to Yaz. Ground ball to short, and an infield hit. He gets on board. And Rick Camp's starting to get really hit here. They're going to take him out, and in comes Todd Jones. See if he could put out the fire. Here's a 2-0 to Torrey. Drive to center. Caught by Grissom. The run will score. And a sacrifice fly RBI. And Garrick scores to make it 9-1. And boy, you're talking about a beatdown. And this is certainly one of them. Just an unbelievable turn of events here, and not something that we were necessarily expecting. Wow. Boy, this is a beatdown of biblical proportions here. Here's Eddie Collins, 2 for 3 with an RBI, is a 2-2. Ground ball to short. He'll step on a bag at second base for the out. And to the top of the eighth inning now. So Torrey with his second sacrifice fly of the postseason. Top of the eighth now, and Todd Jones will come out of the ball game. In comes Buster Posey. A 1-2. Swung on a miss, struck him out. 11 Ks now. In comes Sean Figgins to replace Jackie Robinson. A 1-2. Drives it right at Keeler for the out. 2 down. Ty Cobb, 1 for 3 today. Here's a 3-2. Drives it the other way. There's a base hit. It prolongs the inning or prolongs the agony, as some people would suggest. Um, Feel really bad for Georgia here. Um, they're going to make a miracle comeback. Tough to do it against Koufax. It's just dealing. Here's a 1-0. There's a drive the other way. There's a base hit for Thomas. On his way to third is Figgins. Excuse me. Cobb is at first and third now. And Josh Gibson. And a wild pitch to score and a run. It's 9-2. Cobb comes in and scores. 9-2. Runner at second now. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ends the inning. In comes Buster Posey to come in and catch. That'll bring in a bullpen. Will Smith to come in out of the bullpen. Grissom, Alou, and Drew. And you got Bill Terry, Cal Daniels, Mike Cameron. Here's Will Smith to face Van Slyke, then Koufax, then Keeler. The 1-2 to Van Slyke. Struck him out. Nice pitch. The 3-2. Caught looking on a curveball for strike three. Keeler's 0 for 4 today. Here's the 1-0. Drive to left field to go 0 for 5. Nothing doing for New York in this inning. They're up 9-2. And are pretty close to securing another win. It will be 7-0 in the postseason at home. And just an unfortunate turn of events for Georgia, who are going to wind up on, again, barring any miracles, you never know, ending their season in this fashion. It'll be Grissom, then Alou, then Drew. 1 for 3 for Grissom. A 1-1. Here's the pitch. Weak pop-up. Gehrig is under this. And there's out number 1. Moise Saluzo for 3 today. The 2-2. Struck him out. 99 miles an hour out fastball. And on a pinch hit here will be Bill Terry for Stephen Drew. Can Drew keep this season going? Here's a pitch. Struck him out. Strike 3. 14 strikeouts. Ties a playoff record that was set by Jonathan Sanchez. This ends the ball game. A 9-2 verdict. Congratulations to the New York Yankees as they win it in 6 games. They advanced to the World Baseball Association Finals. They're looking for their second championship. Puerto Rico will be looking for their first. So for Georgia, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For New York, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher, Sandy Koufax, complete game win, 9 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 14 strikeouts. Kenny Rogers goes 1-3 with a loss. And he was hit heavily and often. And that pretty much sealed the deal here for Georgia. They just didn't get the pitching that they're supposed to. 14 strikeouts for Koufax, and tying Sanchez's record that he set in the Connie Mack League series. Without a shadow of a doubt, Carl Yastrzemski was named LCS Case Stengel League Championship Series MVP. He batted an even 500, a 593 on base percentage, 3 homers, 7 RBIs, 6 runs scored in a dominant series. And this series is over. We're down to the finals. The Yankees and the Puerto Rico Vaqueros to play for the championship. And we'll see who's going to do. Most likely New York is going to start games 1 and 2. Puerto Rico will get games number 3, 4, and 5. New York getting games 6 and 7. And we'll see who's going to be in the matchups here. So the final score 9-2 for New York. They take the series in 6 games. And we're hopefully going to get the World Baseball Association finals underway. I'm actually looking forward to probably get the games going on Monday. I think Monday would be a good day to actually start the series. Best 4 out of 7. I think tomorrow on Sunday, I'll probably take a little bit of a breather here and give a chance to these teams to reset the series and looking forward to get Monday each game going up until game 7, if there is a game 7, of course. But we'll see what's going to happen. But a great win there by New York. They just hit quite a bit. We got to remember though, they scored 7 runs in the last 4 innings in game 5. They scored 9 runs on 14 hits in game 6, 13 hits in game 5, 8 runs and 12 hits in game 4, 4 runs and 10 hits in game 3, a game which they lost, 11 runs, 16 hits in game 2, 5 runs and 13 hits in game 1. You take a look at that, that's 29, 39, 51, 64. That's 78 hits over a span of 6 games. I mean, um, that's incredible, and all the power to them. And full marks for their win. I like everybody to thank everybody for listening and watching this game. Please follow us on our YouTube page, World Baseball Association. Please subscribe, share a like if you like the videos, leave a comment, good or bad, as constructive criticism is always appreciated. Like everybody for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. And as always, as we head to the World Baseball Association finals, keep smiling. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.